grab your jacket, get or keys, find that record you please. It's Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. Go, Johnny G, go. Find that rare one you never know at Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this Monday evening. I don't think I've ever done a Monday show. The only time I may have done a Monday show is when I was on that old network, actually filling in probably for the old manager on that station. But anyway, we're here on a Monday evening. Want to thank everybody for tuning into the program this April 6th, 2026, the day after Easter. It was funny, my father said that they would be off in Italy the next day because they would share Easter with the other family, like if you were married or whatever, so you can go see and you would get that day off. Well, that sounds pretty good to me. But anyway, I hope everybody had a great Easter, as we did. Got my parents out. We went to visit my sisters, and she did a big thing. It was really nice. My mother made some my mother made some baked ziti, had some tonight, and also she had some chicken cutlets too that were good. And my sister-in-law Jill, we had some leftover string beans with almonds, I think. We had a ham and a whole bunch of things. My mother baked and everything else, so it was really nice, I have to say. It was kind of a chilly day, kind of rainy, but it turned out a little cool. But anyway, so I want to thank everybody. That's why I wasn't on. Okay, so I am on today. I think I got a great show. I got all your requests and some bonus tracks here. And I picked this record out that we opened up. This is going to be 19. Well, I got Tony Barcia's request. Okay, but we're going to open up with two that I selected. And I picked this instrumental, this band leader, songwriter, arranger, and record producer. His real name, Robert Alexander Blackwell. Do I have a live chat with Big Dave? Isn't Big Dave's a big fan of this band leader? He was known as Bumps Blackwell. He was originally from Seattle, Washington, and started out in the late 1940s. He would relocate to California, signing with Art Roop's specialty record label, and as arranger and producer for lots of labels in the 1950s. Became involved with who? I don't know. But anyway, this was on Bob Keene's Keene label, it's talking about Sam Cooke. Okay, became involved with Sam Cooke. It says Sam. I don't know if that's Sam from Montel Records or what. But anyway, he became involved with Sam Cooke, and then maybe was instrumental with Sam signing with the Keene record label. But actually, I think Bob Keene would sell Keene Records. I don't know if he was... I think he was part owner in the beginning. I think it was. But anyway, this is from April of 1958, the Bumps Blackwell Orchestra on Keene Records. The song is called Something Jumpin', and that is a fact, folks. But anyway, so let's start it off here with the vocal portion. You know, there's not many really Easter songs that I could open up with. Larry had some suggestions like the Bunny Hop. Who did that? That instrumental, the Bunny Hop, on the Capitol record label. But I'm trying to think if there's any other Bunny songs. This is the closest thing you're going to get to a Bunny song, because I think it was Ronnie I that coined this song, the Bunny song. Okay, this group from Brooklyn, New York. And unfortunate thing about this record, it was recorded in a back room in a Harlem candy store. The label, Alfred Crite Mason Jr.'s Mason's label. And the lead singer on this, his name is Bernard Felton. This is from 1957. And this is our opener. We'll call this the Bunny Song. I think it was also John Cummins. You suggested it. The Thrashers here on Masons. The song is called Genie, a 1958 release. Does it say 57, 58? Here we go.
Bunny, 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 oh, baby, bunny, 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 bunny,
Okay, there you go. That is our vocal opener. Listen, on the original label, That's not an easy 45 to find, really, or 78. That's on a 78, too. I'm pretty sure it is. But those are the Thrashers, 1957, on the Masons record label, this group out of Brooklyn, New York. Genie is the name of the tune. You can get this, I think it was, I should have asked Bill Obe about the story about this record here first, but I was way behind here. I'm telling you, so last night we got home fairly early. Okay, so I said, let me start my taxes here before I was contemplating. I'm not going to be able to do the 78 show because I just don't have any time. I have to prepare for the 60s show tomorrow. I thought I would be done with my taxes. It was not. And I'm going to tell you what put me behind. So I got to the section where it said sales tax. Of course, and you know, Johnny G, I don't buy records on eBay because of the sales tax, but I did some buying this year, so I'm like, well, how much should I really spend on records in 2025? So I go into my emails, and I had an offer from someone on eBay he lowered the price on a record that I was watching. So I said, all right, well, I just can't buy one record. So I think he had about 1,800 records he had. So I said, you know what? Let me list the the newest posts, like the newer ones that he posted. So I started scrolling through and all the group stuff I had. So I was kind of looking more toward the soul kind of things. So I'm looking at the prices because I got to filter in the sales tax, which is like 8.37, like 8.375% on everything that I buy. So if he was reducing stuff, I said, well, you know what? He's lowering this 15%. So, all right, so that works. So I ended up buying, I think, 15 records last night, but it took me hours. So I didn't get to bed till, I think it was 5:45 a.m., I think it was, what time I got to bed. And I said, I can't do this anymore. So I paid it and went to bed. But anyway, so I'm a little bit behind. And I said, let me contact, because I was going to play this record for Tony Barcia unless he was going to tune into the program. And I knew, because I communicate with Tony a lot. But I know he's in our chat room, so we're going to fill a request now for Tony Barcia. This is the only record I have from 1957 as we head to Detroit, Michigan. Okay, this is on Norbert Biernat's Star X label. And again, this is another record that was really not recorded well, okay, because this was recorded in a garage, okay, and the garage was at 9060 Joseph Campus Street in Hamtramck. Did I say that right? Hamtramck, Michigan. Okay, the song's written by the group's manager. His name is Leo Parks. And the instrumentation is being done by Eddie Bartell and his Dukes of Rhythm. They're providing the instrumentation. This is on the label, folks. And the lead singer on this, his name is Aaron Little. This is from 1957. This is going out to Tony Barcia in our YouTube chat room. This is not an easy record to find. Maybe if you're up in Detroit, you might find some. Here are the Fresandos. As we started off here from 1957, the Fresandos on Star X Records. It's called Your Last Goodbye. This is for Tony Barcia. Here you go, Tony, for you.
Made me cry.
I am a buy. Charlene, I am not on oldies and more tonight. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. So, anyway, there you go. So, she says that my sound, the sound is not strong enough, folks. Is the sound strong enough to you? Sounds all right, folks? She's saying that I'm not. Hold on a second. Okay, now we're good. Boy, I'm way behind here. But anyway, there you go. I think that's a cool record. Don't you think that's a cool tune, folks? I do. That is the sound of the Fresandos there, 1957. That's going out to Tony Barcia in our YouTube chat room. It's on the Star X record label out of Detroit, Michigan. That's Aaron Little on lead. Now, this group would change their name to the Five Masters when they signed with Robert West's Bumblebee label in 1958. Anyway, so thank you all for being here on a Monday. It's, some people have things to do on a Monday, so they're used to Johnny G being on Saturdays, so they're not showing up some don't show up on Sunday, and maybe not people won't show up on Monday, but this is the replacement show, and I have to play the requests for those people. But anyway, let us continue here. Oh, by the way, if you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyltreasure show. We have picked up so many people that have come on in the last month, and it is amazing. It really is. But let's move into 1958. This is a rare 45. Last week, I played the Serenators on George Braxton's Teen Life label, and the song was called Love Me Now. That was for Liam in Australia, and Liam also asked for the flip side. Okay, this is from 1958. These are the Serenators on Teen Life. I don't know which group this is. I think this group is also out of Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. But because it doesn't have the other information. I think because the magazine is from Detroit. I think it is. I get confused with Chicago, but it's not on the paper. The Serenators on Teen Life for Liam from 58, a rare 45. It's called Gates of Gold. It's a great ballad. Here you go, Liam, for you. We'll call them killer ballads here on a Monday evening here. We're only on YouTube. We are not on Oldies and More Radio, so don't go there, Charlene. The sound of the Serenators, a great group there on the Teen Life record label, 1958 release. Gates of Gold is the name of the tune. Last week we played Love Me Now, the up-tempo side. That one there for Liam in Australia. And I put some bonus records in for tonight. This is one of the bonus sides that I picked. I forget where I first heard this, but this is a really cool tune. And you know this singer from Kirbyville, Texas. Began recording back in 1933. Had his first R&B hit in 1946 on the exclusive label. It was called Blues at Sunrise. But of course, he's best known, I think, for releases on the Atlantic label, first in 1956 with Since I Met You Baby. Okay, but he recorded for a number of labels through the years. But here is another cool Atlantic release that he does. And his name is Ivory Joe Hunter. And I think Marvin Pod has that the Cookies and the Ivory Tones, which was his group. I don't know if they were the Qs. I'm not sure. But they're backing him up on this, supposedly. Let's go to June of 1958. This is a bonus track by Ivory Joe Hunter on the Atlantic label. It's called You Flip Me, Baby. Here you go, Ivory Joe Hunter.
When I look into your eyes, gee, you flip me, baby. When I look into your eyes, gee, you thrill me, baby. And I hope you realize, please believe me, baby, that this ain't no jive. Gee, you flip me, baby. And you know you really do, gee, you flip me, baby. And you know you really do, gee, you flip me, baby. And you know it's really true that I'd like to have a little doll like you. Wow, 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 it would be crazy. Wow, 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 it sure would be fine if I should ask you, could we go steady? And then you said you would be mine. Gee, you flip me, baby. Yes, you flip me from the start. Gee, you flip me, baby. Yes, you flipped me from the start. Gee, you flipped me, baby. Said that we will never part, 'cause I love you, baby, with all my heart. You would be mine. Gee, you flip me, baby. Yes, you flip me from the start. Gee, you flip me, baby. Yes, you flip me from the start. Gee, you flip me, baby. Yes, say we'll never part, 'cause I love you, baby, with all my heart. 'Cause I love you, baby, with all my heart.
Okay, there you go. That is a bonus track here for a Monday evening right here on YouTube. Johnny G's Vinyltreasure show. That is Ivory Joe Hunter. And Frank Gingaro says they're the Qs. The Ivory Tones, also recorded as the Qs, yes. And that one there from June of 1958. You Flip Me Baby is the name of the tune. And unfortunately, that Ivory Joe Hunter, he would pass away on November 8th of 1974. He was only 60 years old, but he passed away from lung cancer. But we remember him here on the Vinyltreasure show. You know, Johnny G was a good flipper when it comes to baseball cards. I used to, when I was younger, and my father threw all my cards away, just about everything. But when we used to live on my grandmother's street, we had the apartment, the basement apartment. And I had a lot of friends on the street. You know, we would go and play, kickball and dodgeball and all that. But we would go to the drugstore and used to buy those Topps baseball cards. You know, the ones in the plastic. I know, Arch, you know what I'm talking about. But I was a great flipper. So even on those windy days, you get kind of a knack to flip the cards, like either heads or tails, whatever it is. So I'd say, well, let's do 50, okay? And I would get them all the same way. So all I needed them to do was miss one, and they would get all upset because I remember Finito would. The first one he flipped, the wind blew it, and it went the other way. So I said, you got to give me 49 more cards. So that's how I was accumulating my card collection as I babble on. But let us continue here. I don't know why I said that. That record reminded me of flipping my baseball cards. But let's fill a request now for listener Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room. And he wants to send this one out to listeners Frank Chingaro and also Joe Shacatano. Don't know much about this group, but I think they're out of Phoenix, Arizona, as this label was, okay? And I guess this name, which is a popular name, the Hornets, I just killed one today here. I don't know where they're coming from. It was more like a wasp, though. But this group called the Hornets. It's from 1958, and this is on Floyd Ramsey's Rev Records. Rev Records was out of Phoenix, Arizona. From February 58, here are the Hornets going out by request from Mike Sape, going out to Joe Shacatano and Frank Chingaro. The song is called Slow Dance. Here you go, the Hornets.
I waited so long to slow dance, my darling, with you, to hold you tight while they dim the light and the crowd disappeared from you. And yet there's no chance for romance while the music is fast. It needs all your charms to fall from my arms, but now lights are low, the music is slow, and this is the thrill I'm longing for, the moment I've been dreaming of. For there's no dance like a smooth, slow dance when you hold out the one that you love. For there's no dance like a smooth, slow dance when you hold it, the one that you love. Slow dance.
Yeah, nice ballad there. We all like to slow dance. Some people like to dance slower than others, that is for sure, but that's a cool tune from February 1958. That's on the Rev record label. That's out of Phoenix, Arizona. Some cool records on that label. There's some teen stuff too, but there's some group things there. That one there requested by Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room, going out to listeners Frank Chingaro and Joe Shacatano, the Hornets with Slow Dance. I still need the Hornets on States, okay? Now, I will tell you that, and you hear me talk about the Count here. Bob Ellis is a dealer in Philadelphia, so he has a copy of that record. So he said, and I asked him about that record, so he said that he put it in his will that someone was going to inherit that record once he passes on. And, well, that person's not here anymore. So I kind of asked him, I said, well, who are you willing that to now? Because he was supposed to give it to Greg Surik, and that's never going to happen now. But I don't know if he's ever changed it. I should talk to him about that. But he has a copy of that Hornets on States. Now, I don't know what condition it is, But anyway, well, that's about the Hornets. But anyway, let us continue here on a Monday evening. Again, if you are digging what you're hearing, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Give Johnny G a thumbs up also as we continue and fill a request now for listener M9. Let's go to Queens, New York for Kitty Lead Group. They recorded for Sid Nathan's Deluxe record label. This is their second release on the label. It was their follow-up to their tune called My Darling, co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Larry Pendergrass. This one here from June of 58 for listener Amnon. Here are the Chanters. The Chanters on Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records. It's called Row Your Boat. Here you go, Amnon, for you, the Chanters.
Row,
Kitty Leeds here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Listen, I am a fan. I like Kitty Leeds. I do. And, you know, Frankie Lyman, so many Kitty Leeds. Frankie Lyman was really one of the first, I mean, in that style. And I think they kind of followed this group, the Chanters. But some people don't like that. I'm not going to say who. But he's in the state of Texas. We won't mention it. But that's a cool tune. That one there going out to listener Amnon. That's June 1958. That is Larry Pendergrass on lead. The Chanters, their second release on Deluxe Records, Row Your Boat. For those of you that work out at the gym, is rowing on the rowing machine, is that a good way to get your cardio up? Would that be a good thing for Johnny G to do? I don't know if rowing is really a good way to get exercise in. Does that hurt your back? I mean, what is it? Is there tension with that, just as if it would be with bench pressing or something? I don't know. I'm kind of afraid to row. I don't want to hurt my back. Anyway, but I know I got some. Who's in there? Yeah. See, so Tony Barcia is asking Johnny G to do an all Kitty Lead show. I can't do, who said that? Ed Brown. I can't do the elliptical, even though because my knees are so bad. Okay, because I have two arthritic knees, and if I turn a certain way, if I move any way like this, that's not a good thing. But I got 2 bad knees. I do. Anyway, we're talking about. Well, anyway, let's continue with the music here. And let's fill a request now for listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat. We go to Detroit, Michigan now. And this is on George Braxton's Brax label, BRAX Records. And let's see. Let's the group. This one, the group is called the Five Daps. Okay, the Five Daps. I'm gonna play it first. Okay, before I do this, 1958, the Five Daps on the Brax label, and this is not an easy record to find. I think I won this off of eBay, if I'm not mistaken, on the cheap too. The Five Daps from 1958 on Brax is called "You're So Unfaithful." This one going out to listener Chris Reed. Here you go, Chris, for you. Is a cool tune. I wanted to make Charlene. It was just I didn't remember, and I wanted to be sure. I wanted to be sure. That one there going out to listener Chris Reed. They are the Five Daps. They're the Five Daps, and that there, the female on there is Johnny Mae Matthews. Okay, and she was the female lead on this side, originally from Bessemer, Alabama. Okay, she was coined the godmother of Detroit soul. Okay, really? Probably because she founded the Northern label. She owned the Northern label and other labels, I think, too. But prior to that was later. Prior to that, she was leading there the Five Daps. The Five Daps. The flip side, okay, which is side one, features a male lead. The song is called Doowop and Rhythm. Okay, and that's James Bennett on lead on that side. But anyway, this is going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. Sounds of 1958 out of Detroit. You're So Unfaithful. Well, anyway, Johnny G is faithful, as I have many faithful listeners. I have to thank you all. Thank you, Joe Box, for that. Thank you all that are tuned into this program. Please consider subscribing to Johnny G's YouTube channel. Thank you, Larry, also, as we continue here. And let's fill a request for Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat room. This group hails from Rochester, New York. They traveled to New York City to audition for Don Costa, who thought they were great and got them to record. And this initially came out on a label called Rhythm Records, okay, which I did not know. It would then get picked up by ABC Paramount. It was ABC Paramount subsidiary Apt, okay? And this is with the Don Costa Orchestra. I don't think I've ever seen the rhythm release of this. I mean, I didn't check. I should check it if it's on 45 Cat. But anyway, I have it on Apt from November of 1958, going out to Bill Schmaltz. Here are the Jive Tones. Jive Tones on Apt Records, and they're singing about their girl. Her name is Geraldine. Here you go, Bill, for you, the Jive Tones.
Geraldine, I love you so. I'll never, never let you go. Come to be by my side. Let me call you on the phone. Baby, I'm so all alone. I need your love, yes indeed. Geraldine, I need you. I really love you so. Darling, my baby, there's one thing I want you to know. Geraldine, I love you so. I'll never, never let you go. Come to be by my side. Geraldine, I need you. I really love you so. Darling, my baby, there's one thing I want you to know. Geraldine, I love you so. I'll never, never let you go. Come to be by my side. Geraldine, I need you. I really love you so. Darling, my baby, that's one thing I want you to know. Geraldine, I love you so. I'll never, never let you go. Come to be by my side. Let me call you on the phone. Baby, I'm so all alone. I need your love, yes indeed.
Yeah, sounds of 1958 here on the Vinyltreasure Show for a Monday evening. Normally this show would have been played on Sunday evening, as I've been doing it now for 3 weeks now, 3 or 4 weeks, and we feature 1958 and later on the. So I had to break the show in 2 parts. It was too big. It was getting too big, and all these records are as old as your host DJ Johnny G, by the way. So that's like golden year, 1958. That one there going out to listener Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat room. The Jive Tones, November 1958. Geraldine is the name of the tune. That's on Apt Records, a subsidiary of ABC Paramount. Frank Gingaro mentions that it never came out on Rhythm. So I don't know, Charlene, where we got that. So we got to check that out. I didn't think of it. But anyway, let us continue here. And this is the bonus track that Johnny G picked, okay, as this group is out of Philadelphia, okay, and this is on Vivian Carter's VJ Records, which is out of Chicago, and it's the group's only release. Now, interesting thing about this record is it's produced by Hal Norton and William Goldstein. Now, they were the owners of the Philly-based Norgold label. You know the Norgold label? The Daytons are on that label. That's a great tune that they do. Great two-sided 45. But I guess they licensed this record out to Vivian Carter. Very similar. I guess maybe kind of the similar thing that the Revels did when the Revels ended up on Chess Records too. But this is on VJ, though. And a lot of the record companies, they couldn't handle the distribution. They figured possibly these other larger independent labels would be able to do it. But it's a mixed group of guys and gals. This has a female lead. It's from July 1958, another bonus track that Johnny G picked. They're called the Coharts, C-O-H-E-A-R-T-S. The Coharts on VJ Records. It's called My Love. Here you go. A bonus track. The Coharts.
My love, what can I say to prove my love for you? Whoa, my heart, my soul, my everything. You know I gave to you. So my love, am I to blame for heartaches you once knew? Whoa, if so, I'll try to make amends and keep on loving you. Into the night I cried, while precious moments go by. I'll always love you, yes, it's true, and you will always know. So, my love, where can you be now when I need you so? Whoa, I'm yours till eternity, and you will always know. Into the night I cried, while precious moments go by. I'll always love you, yes, it's true, and you will always know. So, my love, where can you be now when I need you so? Whoa, I'm yours till eternity. My love, I love you so.
There you go. That one there is a bonus track. Okay, bonus 45 there by a group called the Coharts, Guys and Gals. That's on VJ Records, Vivian Carter's VJ Records out of Chicago. I'm guessing this group is out of Philadelphia because of their producers there, and this record was leased out to VJ Records. That did that occasionally. They did that for a couple other records too. What's that one that Aki Aliong is involved with? Shambhalar, I think, is another one. I think is that like that, but there's others. This is from July of 1958, the Coharts, a song entitled My Love. I would think, Tony, also this would be on a 78. The records after 1978, it was a little bit more difficult, at least here in the States, to get 78s. They did put them out, though. Some of the companies did do that because everybody converted all their pressing plants over. And they said, we're not making these things anymore. Anyway, but let us continue. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you do have a request for a future show, like Sunny Night, which got some great records that he does, and besides Confidential, with vocal groups too, by the way, you need to let me know in advance because I can't play requests with the records on the night of the show. I got to go down 3 flights of stairs. I'll never find the record. It's hard enough to find some of these when I don't file them back for a couple years. But anyway, so you got to get me emails at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I'm normally not on Monday evenings, so next week I'll be back on Sunday evenings at 9 p.m. So you can check out the program there. It's like a continuation from Saturday night, because I got earlier sides that I feature on Saturday night. So depending on what you send me, okay, if you send me something from 1961, it's going to be probably in the last hour. So get out of here in about 3 hours. I put the limits, put the brakes on. But let us continue here. Let's do a twin spin on the VJ record label, this time with the blues here for my YouTube moderator, Amy King. Amy King in our YouTube chat room have been featuring this singer. I know many of you enjoy this singer, this singer-songwriter known for his style of electric blues. Okay, born in Dunleith, Mississippi, but he would relocate to Chicago about 1943 or so, and he learned how to play the guitar and harmonica from his friend Eddie Taylor, okay, and who was instrumental with him signing with the VJ record label in 1953, where his debut single, High and Lonesome, okay, became the very first record on the label that Amy requested that I do not have. That is a rare 45, any way you can get it. But he would end up with 39 releases on VJ Records through 1966, and this is his 13th. This is a tune he wrote together with Calvin Carter from January 1958, going out to Amy King in our YouTube chat room. Let's give a listen to Jimmy Reed. I was going to say Jerry. Jimmy Reed on VJ. It's called You're Something Else. Here you go, Amy, for you, Jimmy Reed.
You do, 'cause you something else. Yeah, you something else. Yeah, you better thing, I mean, you something else. When you kiss me, baby, down all over myself, you ain't been thing, and I'm in you something else, 'cause you something else. Yeah, you something else. Yeah, better thing, I mean, you something else. When I first met you, baby, nothing but a child. You done made me love you, baby, and you're about to drive me wild, 'cause you something else. Oh, you something else. Yeah, you better think I mean, you something else. Honey, you ain't no stallion, but you still look fine. You Eddie, Betty, little thing, ought to drive me out of my mind, 'cause you something else. Boy, you something else. Yeah, you better think I mean, you something else.
Yeah, we got the blues here for a Monday evening. That one there going out to Johnny G's chat moderator, Amy King, in our YouTube chat room. That is Mr. Jimmy Reed. Jimmy Reed from January 1958 on the VJ record label Twin Spin on VJ Records. It's called You're Something Else, is what he said. That was his 13th release. But Johnny G is not bashful to play the blues here on the Vinyltreasure show, and even rockabilly, although I'm trying to think. I do have a rockabilly record, 1960, for, I think, Indrajit. Anyway, I was looking for some others, too, but I couldn't find them. I was down in the no humidity basement looking in the Columbia boxes. Didn't find what I wanted to, but let us continue now. We are still, I think 58 was the biggest block tonight, okay? But let's fill a request now for listener Gabe Hirschman as we head out to California, this time to Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin Records. Okay, this song, okay, first recorded by a group in Brooklyn, New York on the Apache label. That's a hard record if you don't have it. I think it was reissued, I think, on one of the reissue labels, but I ended up getting an original from Zurich many, many years ago. The Concepts recorded this tune first, but this group had two releases for the Aladdin label, and this is their first release. Okay, all four sides were recorded. They did it in one day on August 26, 1958. Okay, and they released this 2 days later. It was Aladdin released this 2 days later, August 28th of 1958. This group is called the Spotlighters, and I found this in the wild too. It was really cool when I found this record a long, long time ago. The Spotlighters on Aladdin, going out to Gabe Hirschman and their rendition of the tune, Whisper. Here you go, the Spotlighters. You go, Gabe.
Whisper, 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 whisper.
Whisper, 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 my darling, soft and sweet. Tell me that your love is mine to keep. This I won't know unless you whisper to me. Whisper to me. Say that you love me. Say we're not through. I promise you, darling, that I will be true. This is my answer. If you will whisper to me. Whisper to me. Your soft voice, like an echo from afar. This feeling I feel to be where you are. The magic of your kiss, your golden touch. Just these little things is why I love you so much. Whisper, my darling, those three little words. Whisper, my darling, and you will be heard. I'll always love you if you will whisper to me. Whisper to me. Whisper,
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to listener Gabe Hirschman. That cool cover tune, we'll call it. Okay, cover tune there by a group called the Spotlighters. That's their first of two on Aladdin Records out of California, August 1958 release, Whisper, as done by the Concepts. And let's do, this is actually another cover tune. So we had a twin spin on VJ. This is a twin spin on Atlantic, and this is a twin spin on cover songs. Okay, and this is a request for listener Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room. Again, on Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin record label. The only thing wrong with these Aladdins are they are pressed styrene vinyl, and I hate styrene 45s. I hate them. Okay, this group is called the Chestnuts, not related to any other group by the name of Chestnuts. I featured Ruby Whittaker on Sunday's show at the 1957 slot, but this is the group's only release. Probably some local unknown group. Okay, it went into Master Recording Studios in Los Angeles, California, and this tune did a couple of covered songs. This song was popular at the time by the Accents. They had somewhat of a national hit. The Accents did this in October of 1958 on Brunswick, and then this is the cover from November of 1958. They're called the Chestnuts, and this is for Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room. They're doing the tune Wiggle, Wiggle. Here you go, Tommy, for you, the Chestnuts.
You don't have to be pretty, don't have to wear fine clothes. All you gotta do is walk along and wiggle where it shows the most. Some girls are born with beauty, and others have fine clothes. But they think about the beauty and they forget to put the wiggle where it shows the most. Some folks believe in beauty, fine clothes and everything. You can put a wiggle in a semi-stack and really make the people scream. Now listen to me, little girl, you're as sweet as you can be. But forget all about your beauty, girl, and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle for me.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyltreasure show. There you go. That one there going out to Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of the Chestnuts, okay? The Chestnuts from November 1958 on Aladdin Records. They're doing the Accents tune, Wiggle Wiggle. They like that tune there in the YouTube chat room. Yes, Warren, Johnny G hates styrene. If it's brand new and it's quiet, it'll probably sound okay. But if you're going to play like Dusty Springfield on those loud Philips 45s, you can play that 4 times and then it starts to wear out. But anyway, there you go. That's for Tommy Albergo. Let's move into 1959 now. Let's fill a request now for David Milford in our YouTube chat room as we stay out on the West Coast. Okay, this time on Jake Porter's Combo Records, we're going to do a battle of the songs here, okay, folks? So you got to tell me which one you like better. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. But this is a request. This one is a request. This is not the original version of the song, but this is a request for David. And the lead singer on this, okay, was recorded for a number of groups. I think originally I think he was a member of the Lamplighters originally, but he was also the lead singer of the Sharps, okay, and he took I should say Carl White. Let's check that, okay. Carl White, lead singer of the Sharps, took a temporary leave of absence from the Sharps. Okay, this is how it goes. To do some other recordings. Okay, and here is one that he recorded on Jake Porter's Combo label with a group in the studio backing him up, and when they put this out, they called Carl White Carl L. Okay, so it was Carl L. and this group called the Buddies, and I think this is the B-side of the 45. Okay, a song that was first done by a group called the Ivies. So I'm going to play that original one after this. We're going to play them back to back. The Ivies did it on the Ivy label in November of 1958. This was released in January of 59. Okay, and let's see. And Carl L. is really Carl White. So up first, we're going to hear Carl L. and the Buddies, and then we're going to play the original, okay, the Ivies, who were really from Detroit, Michigan, by the way, and they recorded for Stan Feldman and Ed Portnoy's Ivy Records, which was out of New York City, and the second one would get picked up by Brunswick, so you might have this Ivies release on the Brunswick label. The song, originally written by Kenny Martin and the lead singer of the Ivies, his name was Aaron McCrae. Okay, this is from, well, first up is the cover, January 59, and it's a request for David Milford in our YouTube chat room. Here is Sunshine, done by Carl L. and the Buddies. Here you go, Dave, for you.
It's
wait.
this.
Darn it, Johnny. Messing up big time.
It's the smile that you wear, smile that you wear, that makes the sunshine everywhere. Need you, must have you, I love you. My sunshine. It's the sound that you sigh when you're in my embrace. Darling, no one could ever take your place. Need you, must have you, I love you. My sunshine. A love like yours is oh so rare. Your sweet kiss is all I long to share. Really means the way that you sigh in your symphony. The little thoughtful thing you do for me. Need you, must have you, I love you. My sunshine. Ooh, yes, you are. Oh, my sunshine. Every day, all the way. Need you, must have you, I love you. Sunshine.
It's the songs that you sing and the smile that you wear that makes the sun shine everywhere. I need you, must have you, I love you. You're my sunshine. It's the way that you sigh when you're in my embrace. Darling, no one could ever is oh so rare. Your sweet kiss is all I long to share. Believe me, it's the soft, tender word and your sympathy, the little thoughtful thing you do for me. Need you, must have you, I love you. You're my sunshine. I need you, must have you, I love you. My sunshine.
Okay, folks, there you go. We had a we had a mini battle of the groups there. So the one I just played was the original version of the song, okay, as done by a group called the Ivies, and that's Aaron McCrae, and that is on the Ivy record label, released in November of 1958. You can also get it on the Brunswick label. I believe I found both those out in the wild, and I have a copy of that the sometimes with the pressing plants, well, maybe it's the Cottage in My Dreams. Maybe it's that other record. I take it back. It's Jimmy Lewis, I think, and whatever the group is. But anyway, you just heard that was the original, the Ivy's Sunshine. And prior to that, we heard a request for listener David Milford in our YouTube chat room, January 59 release by Carl L., a.k.a. Carl White, and the Buddies on Combo Records with their rendition of the Sunshine. So take your pick, folks. Two great sides. Tony Barcia is partial, of course, to Carl White. So because of that, okay, and because the flip side of the 45 is such a great tune also, I think, did Mary Kenny do it first? Mary Kinney, Kinney, on Andex. They were out at the same time, I think, but I think she might have done it first. But we're going to play, and I think, David, you mentioned it also, that the flip side is great, and it was. It took me a while to find a nice copy of this record. I have another copy. It's not the greatest, but this is a nice copy, so I'm going to play it. This is an added bonus by Johnny G. January 59. Let's flip over Sunshine by Carl L. and the Buddies. This is the flip on the combo label. It's called Bobby, My Love. Here you go. A bonus track.
Bobby, my love, I love you so. Bobby, my love, I need you so. Bobby, Bobby, tell me you are my girl. Each night and day
Yeah, Johnny G's bonus track here for a Monday. I'm never here on a Monday. Okay. Met him on a Monday, right? That's Carl L. and the Buddies. That's the flip side of Sunshine. 2 cover tunes there. I say cover tune. I'll say that. January 1959, a bonus track. We'll send it out to Tony Barcia and also send it out to David Milford. Carl L. and the Buddies, Bobby My Love is the name of the tune. That was on Combo Records, also done by Mary Kinney. Now, I should have pulled that to play again. But let us continue with the requests here. We are in the 1959 block. Let's fill the request now for Mike Campbell in Florida. Mike, you picked every Channels record. You got, I think I have, although your last one is not really Earl Lewis and the Channels, but I'll play it. Okay, but this is Earl Lewis and the Channels, a great 2-sided 45. The group originally out of Harlem, New York, and it's unfortunate, though, that this song was never a hit because it should have been a hit, I think. This is on Bobby Robinson's Fire record label. Now, you know he created this Fire label. You know why he did that? He created this Fire label because he was, at the time, was being sued by Herman Lubinsky, okay, was suing him for stealing Wilbert Harrison from Savoy. Okay, stolen from Silver, and Wilbert was having a monster hit called Kansas City. Okay, so not knowing the results of the lawsuit, he said, well, you know what, I better start another label because he might sue me for all my tracks. I'll lose everything. So he ended up putting everybody that he was still recording at the time on the Fire label. This is Fire. I think there's a Fire 1000. This is the second release on Fire. This is Fire 1001. Okay, it's Earl Lewis and the Channels from August 1959, going out to Mike Campbell in Florida. The Channels with The Girl Next Door. Here you go, Mike, for you, the Channels.
I belong
There's a great sound of Earl Lewis and the Channels on Bobby Robinson's Fire Records. That one there going out to Mike Campbell in Florida. August 1959 release, The Girl Next Door. Do you know The Girl Next Door back here? So my father's like doing gardening work, and I don't know if she was married at the time. Maybe she... I don't no, she was not. I think she was either separated. She asked my father to ask me if I would ask her out to dinner. There is no way I was going to do that. No way that I was going to. Imagine that. Your next door neighbor. I wasn't going to do it, folks. I'm not going to tell you why. But let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure show. And I picked another bonus record. I got two more out of 59. The next one's a request. But this is a bonus track that Johnny G picked up. Now, this is the very first record, okay, to be published under Berry Gordy Jr.'s publishing company, which was called Joe Bet Music. You know, if you look at all those Motown 45s, you're going to see Joe Bet Music. Okay, well, that's Berry Gordy Jr.'s publishing house. Now, the song, written by Smokey Robinson and Berry Gordy, and the background vocals are being done by the Rayber Voices. They're providing the background. Okay, now the singer's name, his name is Wade Jones, and of course, and this label, Rayber, okay, was derived from Berry Gordy Jr.'s second wife, Ray Noma Lyles, and of course from Berry Gordy, okay, himself. So anyway, this is a bonus track from January 1959, Johnny G's selection. January 59, Wade Jones and the uncredited Rayber Voices on Rayber Records. It's called Insane. Here you go, Wade Jones. There you go, folks. That's an early Motown sound. That's Wade Jones and the uncredited Rayber Voices there. January 1959 release there on the Rayber record label out of Detroit, Michigan. Insane is the name of the tune. Johnny G sometimes can get insane about record collecting. It is an addiction, just like anything that you may collect. Collecting records can be an addiction. It can. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show, one more song in 1959, and this is a request for Jim Lampley in Texas. And I guess, well, not that Jim gave me this request a long time ago, although this could relate with the stuff that's going on around the moon now, possibly. Maybe, but this singer, this artist had one release. This is on the Mala. This is an early Mala record, 45. You know, Mala that would have like James and Bobby Purify, I'm Your Puppet, and the Box Tops, and a lot of cool records into 1970, possibly. But this is an early one. This came out in September of 1959, a tune written by Bob Hillard and Clint Ballard Jr. The singer's name is Sonny Bronson, Bronson, Sonny Bronson, from September 59, going out to Jim in Texas. It's called There's a Hole in the Middle of the Moon. Here you go, Jim, for you.
There's a hole in the middle of the moon. There's a hole in the middle of the moon. There's a hole in the middle of the moon. Since they shot that rocket right on through. One little monkey said to the other, we won't starve, little simian brother. I got some algae and some cosmic snoo, and they taste much better than bananas do. 'Cause there's a hole in the middle of the moon. There's a hole in the middle of the moon. There's a hole in the middle of the moon. Since they shot that rocket right on through. This here missile is a way out appliance, a miscalculation of modern science. They thought the moon was round, but it's skinny and flat. And who'd ever thought we'd make a hole like that? 'Cause there's a hole in the middle of the moon. There's a hole in the middle of the moon. There's a hole in the middle of the moon. Since they shot that rocket right on through. One little monkey said to the other, where we going now, little simian brother? We shot through the moon, so I don't know. But if we ever get back, we'll have a TV show. 'Cause there's a hole in the middle of the moon. There's a hole in the middle of the moon. There's a hole in the middle of the moon. Since they shot that rocket right on through. Yes, there's a hole in the middle of the moon. There's a hole in the middle of the moon. There's a hole in the middle of the moon. Since they shot that rocket right on through.
Yeah, there you go. That probably coincides with those astronauts up in the moon up there. But that one there going out to Jim in Texas, September 1959. His name is Sonny Bronson. Sonny Bronson on the Mala label. There's a Hole in the Middle of the Moon is the name of the tune. Well, there's a hole in the middle of my 45s. And I saw some downstairs in the no humidity basement, like on Capitol, that had, well, the hole, they had that centerpiece in there. And I dare not remove that. I think that makes it more authentic. Anyways, Johnny G goes off track. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's YouTube channel. We're here on this is an unusual night for Johnny G to be on a Monday evening. Normally this would be Sunday night, but due to Easter on Sunday, I said I still had all these records to play for you folks, so I'm glad to have you all here on the program. So please consider subscribing and give Johnny G a thumbs up as we continue. Let's go into 1960 now. Let's fill a request for listener Paul Michelle Okay, and this group or band, we'll say, because this is really a single artist vocalist here. This band hails from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They were a self-contained group. They were Doug Tank, he was lead guitar, John Pavlik rhythm guitar, Roy Malviz was the bass, Hal Block on sax, Leroy Breest on drums, and they were known as the Royal Lancers, okay, and they backed up several singers, and they backed up this singer by the name of Ronald Barzyk, Barzyk, but his alias, okay, was Ronnie Premier, and he wrote this tune, okay. This is on Jim Kirchtenstein's Sarah Records, which was out of Sauk City, Wisconsin. Where's Brian Korn when you need him with these Wisconsin labels? But anyway, interesting thing about this record, okay, because Charlene was like, Johnny, I think this comes out on 2 different titles. So I showed you one of them, and this one's not in the greatest shape. I don't know which one is first, but when Paul sent me the request, his request was for Angel in My Eyes, parentheses, You May Not Be an Angel. And then there's a copy that says, well, I'm sorry, it says Angel in My Eyes was the one that I take it back. This one is the long title. It actually, you got it wrong, Charlene. It's called You May Not Be an Angel. Sorry about that. I should have probably showed you this. You May Not Be an Angel is how it is. I don't know which one is first, folks. I couldn't tell you. But this is the cleaner copy, okay, that I'm playing. This also came out on Laurie Records, too, in 1961. But this singer, his name is Ronnie Premier. He was a member of a group called The Comic Books. Okay, I would later on record with The Comic Books that recorded on the Citation label, a song called Manuel, if you know that tune. But this is prior to that, from December of 1960, for Paul Michel, Ronnie Premier, and the Royal Lancers on Sarah Records. It's called Angel in My Eyes. Here you go, Paul, for you. you go. That one there going out to listener Paul Michel. December 1960 release there for Ronnie Premier and the Royal Lancers on Sarah Records out of Sauk City, Wisconsin. Song entitled Angel in My Eyes, right? That's what's on this one. There's another, I just showed you the other copy, which was trashed, really. Yeah, Angel in My Eyes, parentheses, You May Not Be an Angel. That's what's on here. Sean, we got to fix that. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure show, here's another bonus track that Johnny G picked on, and it's a flip side of a bonus tune that I played. Bill Obe, I think you liked the other side of this 45. I played it on the March 14th, 2026 show. Actually, no, it was a request. I take it back. It was not a bonus track. I played it for Cody Bailey. Okay, he requested Herb Johnson and the song called Guilty. But it's a great two-sided 45. It's on Buddy Caldwell's Len label. Okay, Herb Johnson, originally from North Carolina, but raised in Philadelphia. And the uncredited group backing him up are the Cruisers. But it's a cool, and it's not that expensive either, folks. But it's a great record. January 1960, Herb Johnson on Len, a bonus track by Johnny G. It's called Have You Heard? Here you go, Herb Johnson.
Have you heard about the stars that shine up above? Have you heard that people say we're in love? There is something I want you to know, that I love you so. Have you heard? Now, darling, I love you so. Now, darling, I never, ever let you go. There is something in my heart says that we'll never part. Have you heard? Have you heard? Do now, darling, I love you so. Now, darling, I never, let you go. There is something in my heart says that we'll never part. Have you heard? Have you heard? Darling, have you heard? Have you heard? Darling.
Yeah, bonus tracks here for a Monday evening. You can pick that up somewhere between $10 to $20. You should be able to find that record. But it's a great two-sided 45 for Herb Johnson, January 1960 release on Len Records out of Philadelphia. Those are the uncredited Cruisers backing him up. They recorded for V-Tone Records. That was another Buddy Caldwell label. And Have You Heard is the name of the tune. Have You Heard? Johnny G will be back on Wednesday evenings. I haven't gotten any soul requests yet. I mean, I do have some from a bunch of you guys and gals that have sent me a list of the records, but I do have a lot still to play. I still have them here on the table here. You see them, folks? Here is the, let's see, the host side. Oh, no, that's me. I don't want you to see this. It's the guest side. This is the guest spot. So there's still some requests over there. I had to take the other ones out because I needed this part of the table. But anyway, and I was gonna put a picture of Charlene up, okay, because I could show you my computer screen. That's my computer screen. But so I can show photographs now, actually little films too, by the way. I can do that here in the new studios. Anyway, Johnny G babbling on here. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request for Gary Hendren in Alabama. We go back to Philadelphia now. And when Little Joe and the Thrillers broke up, you know when they broke up, which was after their hit Peanuts, the Thrillers would change their name to the Royal Demons, okay? And which included Ferris Hill, Henry Patchell, Richard Frazier, and Donald Burnett. And they recording for the Rhythm record label. That's a cool record too, by the way. But they would change their name one more time to the Madison Brothers with releases on Shure and this label, Cedar Grove Records. Okay, it features Ferris Hill on lead. You can also see them later on, I think on V-Tone as Ferris Hill and the Madison Brothers. But this one also released on Apt Records in November of 1960. But this is from June of 1960. The Madison Brothers on Cedar Grove for Gary Hendren in Alabama. It's called Trusting in You. Here you go, Gary, for you, the Madison Brothers.
Well, I'm trusting in you. Yes, I'm trusting in you. 'Cause I find no one but you. Yes, I'm trusting in you.
Nice tune there. That one there going out to Gary Hendren in Alabama, the sound of the Madison Brothers. Madison Brothers on the first label there, Cedar Grove Records. You can also get it on Apt Records, June 1960. Trusting in You is the name of the tune. Ferris Hill is the lead singer on that. Sometimes you can't trust everybody. Believe me, I've experienced it. I have. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show, we are in the 1960 block. Let's fill a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani, and he wants to send this one out to Mike Sape and also send it out to a record hound, Darren. Okay, this singer from Port Arthur, Texas. Okay, his real name is John Preston Corville, okay? And you know him as Johnny Preston, okay? His claim to fame was in 1959 on the Mercury record label, a song called Running Bear. You know that song? That featured J.P. Richardson. The Big Bopper was making those sounds in the background there. But here is his 4th of 11 for the Mercury record label. This bubbled under on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 105. Well, it bubbled under. Okay, from October of 1960, by request for UK listener Indrajit Advani. This is Johnny Preston on the Mercury label, going out to Mike Sape and Record Hound. It's called Charming Billy. Here you go, Johnny Preston.
Can you really rock and roll, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can you really rock and roll, charming Billy? I can really rock and roll. I can even do the stroll. But I'm a young man and I can't leave my mother. Can you play your guitar, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can you play your guitar, charming Billy? Charming Billy, Billy, Billy. I can play my guitar on stage or in my car. But I'm a young boy and I can't leave my mother. Can you blow your saxophone, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can you blow your saxophone, charming Billy? I can blow my saxophone, but sometimes I blow it wrong. But I'm a young man and I can't leave my mother. Can you ride a motor scooter, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can you ride a motor scooter, charming Billy? I can ride my motor scooter, 'cause it's a ringtail tooter. But I'm a young man and I can't leave my mama. Can you get yourself a date, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can you get yourself a date, charming Billy? I can get myself a date, but I always show up late. I'm a young man and I can't leave my mama. I can really rock and roll. I can play my guitar and I can blow my saxophone. I'm charming Billy. I can ride my motor scooter, 'cause it's a ringtail tooter. I'm a young man and I can't leave my mother.
Okay, there you go with that cold ending. Okay, that's Mr. Johnny Preston. Johnny Preston is 4th of 11 on the Mercury record label. That one came out October 1960. Charming Billy is the name of the tune. That one there requested by UK listener Indrajit Advani, going out to Record Hound Darren and Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room. If you're digging what you're hearing, folks, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's YouTube channel. Click that bell so you get the notifications when Johnny G goes live. You got to be signed into YouTube in order to do that. And if you want to make a request here on a future Vinyl Treasure show, email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Tell me what you want to hear, as long as it's not Stormy Weather by the Five Sharps. I have to play a bootleg for that one. Let us continue here. We are in the 1960 block. Let's go out to California to Dick Huggy Boy Hugs Caddy record label for the sound of East LA. Okay, sound of East LA. This group is called The Lonely Guys, and this is a nice version of this tune. Of course, the best known version of this, okay, is done on the Ardell record label. You can't beat that version, really, as done by the Jaguars on Ardell. Frank Chingaro will agree with me, and so will Gordy Freeman. But this is a nice version here from 1960. This group out of East LA, they're called The Lonely Guys on Caddy Records. Let's give a listen to their rendition of the tune, The Way You Look Tonight. Here you go, The Lonely Guys.
Someday, when I'm feeling low,
glow just thinking of and the way you look tonight. The way you look tonight. You're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With these words, your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart, and the laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. You're lovely, never, never change. Keep that breathless charm, oh please arrange it, 'cause I love you just the way you look tonight. The way you look
Sounds of California here on the Vinyltreasure Show, and cover tunes there. Great rendition of that tune by this group out of East LA. They're called the Lonely Guys. The Lonely Guys, 1960, on Caddy Records, The Way You Look Tonight. And Eddie Estrada out in California used to search for rare records for Johnny G. Used to call me from time to time, sold me some big records. And although that was not so big, but that's not an easy record to find either. Interesting enough, the flip side of this is an instrumental, okay, by Chuck Daniels and the Downbeats, okay, which, well, actually, it's actually a cool instrumental, which I think I have opened my show before. It's not, wait a minute, it's not, it's by, the titles are off. Charlie didn't, does she have the title I told her to use? No. Okay, but it says the Lonely Guys, but it's not. It's really Chuck Daniels and the Downbeats, and I think it's Pat Lolly Vegas. I don't know, either Pat or Lolly Vegas are part of that group. But you're going to hear from Pat and Lolly Vegas, or Pat. I don't know who, one of those guys, one of those East LA guys, so stay tuned to the program anyway. But let us continue. Let's move into 1961 now. Fill a request for Graylin in our YouTube chat. I've been featuring this singer from Clarksdale, Mississippi, quite a few times here on the Vinyltreasure Show. His real name is Herman Parker Jr. Okay, he was originally from Clarksdale, Mississippi. He signed with Don Robey's Duke label in 1954, and as Junior Parker. Okay, and this is his 16th release for the Duke record label, and it's from April of 1961. So we're going to send this one out. Or it's a request for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. Little Junior Parker. The song is called Driving Wheel on the Duke label. Here you go, Graylin, for you.
My baby don't have to worry. She don't have to rob and steal. My baby don't have to worry. She don't have to rob and steal. I get everything she needs. I am a driving wheel.
want to tell you something. I want to tell you about my baby. I'm going to tell you about my baby. Every time she walks, she's like a leaf sitting on a tree. Every time she walks, she's like a leaf sitting on a tree. I want you to come on, baby. Here's where you get your steak, potatoes, and cheese.
Yeah, we got the blues again here for a Monday evening. JohnnyG not trying to give you the blues, but to rock to the blues. There you go, Little Junior Parker. That one there going out to Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat from April 61. It's on Don Roby's Duke Records out of Houston, Texas. His 16th release. Driving Wheel is the name of the tune. I don't drive as much as I used to. I think I got 2024 Honda. It's got like not even 4,000 miles on the car. So how much driving do I do? I used to go to all those record shows and whatnot. Don't do it anymore. But let's continue here. Well, listen, I was driving back and forth to Newark. You know, what a drive that was, to drive into Newark here from Westchester County. It was horrible, especially around graduation time. Oh my God, it was bad. Anyway, not to talk about driving, but let us continue here. 1961, let's fill a request now for Tim Doyle in Altoona, Pennsylvania. You know this singer. He was a member of the Flares, okay, recording back in 54, okay, and of course he was the originator of the song Louie Louie. You know that song, right? But as done, probably don't know it by Richard Berry and the Pharaohs. You probably know it by the Kingsmen on Wand, I bet. Well, not all my listeners. A lot of my listeners know this music. But anyway, but he recorded for a lot of labels with a lot of groups through his career. And this is actually an interesting one. I found this at, I think it was the Salvation Army had it wasn't a garage thing. It was like a rummage sale or something. So I wasn't going to, I said, there's all clothes in here. I said, you have any 45s? And so the lady said, well, there's a couple in between the things over here. So I look, and there's Please Please Me by the Beatles. I think there was another hit thing from the 1964 or whatever. And this record, which I thought was so odd, I said, what is this record doing in here? So listen, for 25 cents, you can't go wrong, right? But this released in September of 1961. This is Mr. Richard Berry. Richard Berry, this is on K&G Records. So K&G Records stands for Kim Fowley for the K and Gary S. Paxton, G. Okay, because they produce this. This is out of Los Angeles, California. There's other things on this K&G label, like The Clock, I think. Well, that's like maybe the second label, or was it Audio? I forget. I have them on both, but I'm just talking off the top of my head. But this too, written by the singer Richard Berry and Gary S. Paxton, who also arranged it, from September 61. And there's a group here, and I don't know. Last minute I tried to look for it, but I couldn't find it. September 61 for Tim Doyle. Richard Berry on K&G. It's called I'm Your Fool. Here you go, Tim, for you, Richard Berry.
I said, you're that's what I was to fall for you.
tune is well worth the 25 cents I paid for it so many years ago when I had no money looking for 45s. I used to go to all these kind of flea markets and garage sales. I was in high school looking for records I didn't know, and things looked interesting. I bought the records. There you go, Tim Doyle in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Great tune there. Richard Berry, I don't know who the group is. Probably one of those groups out in California way in the studio there. And that is on the KNG label out of Los Angeles, California, September 61. I'm Your Fool. Johnny G ain't your fool. Mama didn't raise no fools. That's not Johnny, and I'm not this record either. Okay, I'm not an imposter. I am a real. It was funny. I had somebody call here. Okay, and I don't know what it was. It was like some kind of thing for the company that I'm a caregiver for my parents. So they called and I said, "Is this a real person?" And they said to me, "Well, I'm an artificial person." I said, "Well, I don't want to speak to you. I want to speak to a real person. I don't want no artificial person. You're giving me the wrong answers. I'm telling you, I don't like this AI. Not for these service jobs. I'm sorry." Anyway, not to get off on a tangent here as we continue here. And let's fill a request for listener Tom Shaughnessy and probably L.A. Arch. You prompted Tom to request this record, which your Fleetwood requests a couple weeks ago for their cover of the Tragedy tune. Although this is a pretty cool tune by this group, okay? And not that the Fleetwoods are okay, but sometimes they got good white harmony is how I say it. Okay, this trio formed while attending a high school in Olympia, Washington. That was back in 1958. And it was a trio. There were two gals, okay, a Gretchen Christopher and Barbara Ellis. And the lead singer on this, his name is Gary Troxel, okay? And their two biggest hits were like Mr. Blue and Come Softly to Me. But some of their other records were actually pretty cool, and I always thought this one was a cool one. I think this is my favorite one that they do. This is their 8th release on the Dalton label, arranged by Hank Levine. Now, the writers on this were Jackie DeShannon and Sharon Shealy. Wasn't Sharon Shealy Ricky Nelson's girlfriend at one time? Possibly. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. This is from August of 61, going out to Tom Shaughnessy. This charted number 41 on Cashbox, number 30 on Billboard. Here are the Fleetwoods on Dalton Records, and the tune is called He's the Great Imposter. Here you go, Tom, for you, the Fleetwoods.
Well, I went and lost her to the great imposter. I stood and watched her fall, couldn't help her at all. Poetry, so sweet, has her at his feet. She thinks she's the one, but he has just begun. All her friends, they just watch her, for they know the great imposter. Don't she know he's on a stage? It's not real, it's just a play. And he's playing the part that is soon to break her heart. Oh, can she see tomorrow's misery? Soon she'll learn her fate, but it'll be too late. All her friends, they just watch her, for they know the great imposter. Oh, 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 what a poetry, so sweet, has her at his feet. She thinks she's the one, but he has just begun. All her friends, they just watch her, for they know the great imposter. And she's soon to join the roster, for they know the great imposter. muster, and she's soon to join the roster, for they know the great imposter, and she's soon to join.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to listener Tom Shaughnessy. You know, I have to say, a lot of the folks in the chat room there, I never saw American Graffiti because I'll tell you why. Okay, so when I was collecting records, and I was really a stickler when it came to listening to the records from a certain period, so they were mixing it all up. And I didn't think that it, and again, I guess when you're trying to, recreate the 1950s or the early 60s, you would want to, and those people that would want to do a movie about a specific time period, and I think in order for it to be complete, and that was something I was thinking about probably doing. Look, you want to make a movie set in 1954? Well, where are you? Are you in Harlem? Or are you going to be in Watts? Are you going to be out in Los Angeles, California? Well, contact me because I'll tell you what records were being played in those areas of the country. Because a lot of places, a lot of people in different parts of the United States didn't know what was being played in all these different places. Okay, if you were in Louisville, Kentucky, it was something else. You know, maybe you liked the Trendells or something, you know, there were different places in Philadelphia and all that. So I didn't think some of the movies were correct in that. But again, they were just trying to like create the aura, I guess. And that would have been cool. I never watched American Graffiti, but they said that record was in, but I like that record. That's actually one of their better records, in my opinion, as far as the harmonies goes. And that's a cool tune. That one they're going out to listener Tom Shaughnessy, August 1961. Those are the Fleetwoods. It's on Dalton Records. Okay, Liberty was distributing this record at the time. He's in parentheses, The Great Imposter. I am an original. I am not AI. Although there are pictures of me. If you check, the one with me holding the Valentine Day thing, that's not Johnny G. That is an imposter. Okay. I don't know if it's a great imposter, but anyway, Johnny G here on a Monday. We're never here on Monday. Never here on Monday. I'll be here on Wednesday. So if you want to get a request to Johnny G, you can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I play basically soul and northern soul and some blues on Wednesday night's show. And we'll be here live on YouTube, also streaming on Oldies and More Radio. Then I'll be back. I was going to do a Thursday show. I can't do it. I got to finish my taxes. Instead, I started buying records last night at 3 a.m. So I got to finish my taxes. So next week. But anyway, so then I'll be back on Saturday. Saturday is like the precursor to this show, because I play these records by year. So those of you that are just tuning in at this point, wherever you may be, I am in the we're going to get into 60, we are going to go to 61 with this early David Ruffin tune. So I started out in 1957. I had one record. Here we are in 1961. So, or 62. No, 61. And I think I'm closing from 64 with a Detroit record for L.A. Arch. But anyway, so I will be back on Wednesday with your soul request, so you can get one in or multiples in. You can give me a choice, because I got so many records and sometimes I can't find them all. Got over 200,000 45s in the collection, and I bought some more. But email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because then you'll get notifications when I go live. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Alfred Valdez. Well, Alfred, you asked me if I had a David Ruffin song. Okay, well, I said, well, listen, I don't want to play Temptations. I'll play the Temptations on the Wednesday show, but I have an early David Ruffin tune, okay, as we are in the 1961 block. And of course, he was one of the great leads of the Temptations, but his earliest recording, which I probably should have played that, his first recording he recorded as Little David Bush, okay, and Bush Okay, the name Bush is one of his then managers. I gave him that name, I guess. Wait. Oh, he was living with one of his managers, and that was the name that they gave him. But this is his very, very first release under his name, David Ruffin. Now, this song co-written by Harvey Fuqua, and the group backing him up on this, they're the voice masters that recorded on this label, Anna Records. So here you go, Alfred Valdez. I picked this record for you. Tell me if you like it. February 61. David Ruffin on the Anna label. It's called I'm in Love. Here you go, David Ruffin for Alfred Valdez.
Here I stand, taking it part. Took my soul. Come on and take my heart, or I know. Whoa, baby, I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. You're my treasure. You're my gold. You took my heart. Whoa, come on and take my soul. I know. Whoa, baby, I'm in love. 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 Just like a baby child, gonna love the color red. You attracted my attention, and I turned my head. Now I'm in sorrow, baby, no more tomorrow. What can I do? I'm so blue without you. Parting, oh baby, such sweet sorrow. You break up the day. Whoa, hello tomorrow. Or I do. Whoa, baby, I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. And on a Monday, whoa, on a Tuesday, and I'm with you. Whoa, Lord, whoa, baby, on a Friday, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna love you just a little bit more. Yeah, I said on a Saturday, I want you to know I'm gonna love you, baby. I said.
There you go. That is early David Ruffin there, Before the Temptations. That one there, February 1961. There you go, Alfred Valdez. I picked that one there. Let me know what you think about that 45. Email JohnnyG at vinyltreasures@aol.com. David Ruffin and the uncredited voice masters backing him up. That's on Anna Records out of Detroit, Michigan. I'm in Love is the name of the tune. And I think there's people in love with this show. Got to say hello to Tassie, okay, listening here. Tassie, you're in Tasmania. Where are you listening at? I got to say hello to your grandma. Listen, I think you said that, Tassie, right? Isn't that what you said? Tassie, yeah, I got my 87-year-old, oh no, mother, not mother. Well, my mother's 90, Tassie. Okay, and she's downstairs listening. She's writing down all the new people coming into the chat room here. Listen, We welcome all mothers tuned into this program here, especially that listened to this music back in the day, as many of us have, not all of us, but it's great that I have young listeners coming in, because listen, they don't make this music anymore, folks. They just don't do it. And I get you, and the cool thing is, and they always had these collector radio shows. We'll talk about one coming up with this next record too, but you get to see it. Okay, so you got Johnny G entertaining you with my record experiences. Okay, and I'm an amateur. I'm not a professional. I'm an amateur. I was an accountant by trade, and I just retired, and now I'm a caregiver for both my elderly parents. I had a great time yesterday. I'm so glad that they were able to get out yesterday because, you know, as you get older, it's not that easy, even for me. It's no fun getting old, really. But at least if you could enjoy the music and brings you back to another time and everything else, all the other bad things kind of evaporate away and you listen to the music. And that's what I do here on the Vinyltreasure Show. It's really a labor of love, as many of you know. So thank you all for being here. So please consider subscribing to Johnny G's YouTube channel. That would be the best thing you can do. Let us continue now. Let's fill a request now for Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. This group is out of New York City. Now, their debut single came out in 1961 on the Bambi record label. Okay, they were then they followed it up with this tune. Let's see. And both sides, I think, are good on this 45, Frank, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, they're called Ferris and the Wheels. Okay, Ferris and the Wheels. This is on United Artists Records. The lead singer on this, his name is Tony Ferris. It's from April of '62, and this is for Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. Great tune, Ferris and the Wheels. It's called Moments Like This. Here you go, Frank and Jerry. Ferris and the Wheels.
Moments like this make me recall the summer, the winter, the spring, and the fall. All of these seasons give me my reasons for loving you. Moments like this, moments like this make me forget unhappiness and tears and all our regrets. Moments like this make me forget all my fears of losing you. Sweet moments like this I'll cherish through all the forthcoming years. A love like ours can never die. It only makes me realize that moments like this, oh my dear, make me want to hold you so near. Moments like this, moments like this, I can't forget. No, no, I can't forget. No.
Yeah, sounds of 1962 here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there going out to listeners Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Ferris and the Wheels, April 1962. Their second overall release on United Artists Records. Moments Like This. That is with Tony Ferris on lead. Now, talking about other shows that play this type of music, that would be the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. And Frank Gingaro is one of the co-hosts. Him and his partner, Gordon Skagberg, they host that show on Sunday afternoons on WRHU FM 88.7. It's out of Hofstra University in Long Island. And you can tune into the program on the internet at WRHU.org. They will be live. I think, Frank, you're going to be live this coming next Sunday coming up. And they're on from 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 to 5 every Sunday. A lot of people were preempted or like reruns for Easter. Like I was supposed to be on yesterday, so I'm on today. So I maybe caught some new people today coming into the program, which is a good thing. I should probably kind of switch that up sometimes. Should be interesting to do that. But anyway, so you can tune into Frank and Gordon on Sundays from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WRHU.org on the internet. And they play original vinyl, 45s and 78s too, just like this. They do, and they also take requests. So there you go. And I'm happy that Frank is a watcher and loves Johnny G's show, as I do his and Gordon's show. They do a fantastic job. As we continue here for a special night, a Monday evening here, Johnny G is losing his voice. It's the pollen. I had the window open today. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Nat Papagallo in Naples, Florida, and he wants to send this one out to Johnny G. So, Nat, do you have this in your jukebox? Okay, do you? A real one now, okay? But we're going to talk about jukeboxes after this. But this is on Ben Smith's, I call it Tar X Records. Of course, Ben Smith had the Extra label in the 1950s, but this is late 1962, okay? It's actually extra kind of spelled backwards. You know, they put the X at the end. But anyway, and he owned the Extra and the Tar X record label. This group recorded 2 for the label. Their first one, they were known as the Ensenators, Tors. And I don't know why they changed it for the second one to the Ensenadas. What is an Ensenada? I don't know what that is. If somebody knows, tell Johnny G. But they're both hard records to find. This is an original. Greg Surik sold me this record a long, long time ago, late 1962. Here you go, Nat, for you. He wants to send it out to your DJ host, Johnny G. The Ensenadas on Tar X. It's called On and On. Here you go, Nat, for you.
Oh,
On and on, I'll always follow you. On and on, to prove my love is true. My name this world for you.
I'll search this world for you.
On and
On and on I keep on telling you.
to prove my love.
I'm gonna prove it's true.
I never knew you could love the way you do. I have searched to find true love, and I found you.
There you go. That's a cool tune. That one there going out to listener Nat Papagallo in Naples, Florida. That's the sound of the Ensenadas. 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 Prior to that release, they were known as the Ensenators. That almost looks like Serenators, but I think it's pronounced Ensenators, I think. But that's one there from late 1962 on the Tar X label. Tar X Records, On and On is the name of the tune. So Nat, so remember I talked about the Jukeware? I played one of those little Walter 45s, and I was talking about, tell me about the jukes, because there's some people that have jukeboxes that play their records. I'm afraid to play my records, my $2,000 records in a jukebox. But anyway, but Nat says to me, he says, well, he wished me happy Easter. And then he said, and yes, you are correct. Jukeware, predominantly a very, very much played record, exclamation point, but done on purpose because the juke vendors relied on the record counter, which was a popularity meter, which enforced keeping the record in the cartridge because of its popularity. However, either oil or grease rarely was the issue because those areas of mechanisms are under their respective covers, especially the selection cartridge that goes back and forth, which has a large cover over the entire mechanism. And then he gave me his two requests. We just heard one of them. There you go. Are you gray-haired now? I don't know, Nat. I haven't seen you in a while. See, I used to work with Nat when I used to work for a construction company. I was an accounting controller for a construction company. They did signal work for Local 6. I used to work with those guys from Local 6 in New York City. But anyway, we get off track. Let us continue here. Here is a bonus track that Johnny G selected. Tell me what you think of this record, okay? This gal, she's from Los Angeles, California. Well, I don't know if she's from L.A., Charlene. Why do we say L.A.? I don't think it's L.A. Okay. Anyway, I'm not sure, Charlene. We have to check that. But this record would get re-released. The date was the thing that got me wacko on this, because I think they're from Chicago, is what I think. So Charlene is from Chicago, but this is on a label called Ultrador, ULTRAD''OR, and I have another. There's 3 records on this label. I have the other one by a group called the Cheerlos, CHERLOS. Maybe they're backing her up on this. I don't know. But this was second pressed on Michelle. Now, this tune written by Lloyd Pemberton and Teddy Cherokee Conyers. Now, I had some information on that, but it's not here. Okay. But anyway, we'll just play it. December 1962. This is my bonus track. Joyce Lomas, Lomas. Joyce Lomas on Ultrador. And the song is called Cry Fool. Here you go. A bonus track by Johnny G. Joyce Lomas.
Cry fool.
Oh
Well, Gary, if you buy that one, it's going to be a hard. Listen, I can't tell you how I was lucky to find this in Greg's collection. It was a hard record, but I got it. Really nice, I have to say. But I think it's from. I think they're from Chicago, Charlene. I think. Okay, that it's in this Teddy Cherokee Conyers. It's actually their label. This label is owned by this Lloyd Pemberton and Teddy Conyers. They're the label owners on this. I researched this myself. It's just not on the paper here. December 62 release. Joyce Lomas, Lomas. You can get this on the Michelle label. Probably not as pricey as this one, and it's shorter, I think, on the label. It's not. This is a little longer on the Ultrador label. Let us continue here. We are in the 1962 block. This record isn't in the greatest of shape, but I bought this at the Allentown show many years ago from he's no longer with us, Ralph Barton. Okay, I think he was originally from Ohio, I think, and then he ended up in Atlanta, Georgia. But he would come to that Allentown show. I would always go to his table, and he used to give me great deals. When you pay cash for records, you should expect a discount, especially when you spend a lot of money. They should really give you a discount. You make their day. But this is a request for listener Timothy. So he wants to dedicate this song to a lot of people, okay? Timothy wants to dedicate this to me, Mr. and Mrs. Galindo, which are my parents, Amy King in our YouTube chat room, Brian Korn, who is not in the chat room, Cody Bailey, and friends. So this is Timothy wants to send this one out to you. And this group hails from Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, and he owned this label. His name was Lester Johnson, and he's singing on this, but he owned this label, Way Out Records. Okay, the other members of this group called the Hornets were Willie Brooks, Marvin Coleman, Willie Hodges, Ben Iverson, and Vernon Paul. And Ben Iverson has a record on here too, also. But anyway, this is from 1962. By request for Timothy. Here you go. Lester Johnson and the Hornets on Way Out. Anybody experiencing a wedding day in the near future? The song is called Wedding Day. Here you go, Timothy, for you.
Every day when I away, I'm thankful to see the day break. So happy to know that I have you. In my heart, there's gladness overflowing, and I feel so good just lying there and knowing when I arise, you will be waiting for me. And loneliness is an awful feeling. I know I've been through it before. But love takes your heart to the ceiling, give happiness forevermore. Today I'll make you my wife. It's good to know through trouble and strife that you will be there with me all of my life, forever and ever.
That's a cool tune. That one. Where's Timothy? You missed your. He's going to have to listen on the archive there. But that one there, Lester Johnson and the Hornets own this label, Way Out Records. They're out of Cleveland, Ohio, 1962 release. The song is called Wedding Day, and that is for listener Timothy. Let's stay in 1962. Let's go back to Philadelphia now. And I don't know if this was the debut single. I don't know if her Trinity release, because this gal had a release on the Trinity label, so which I think was in 63. So I don't know what. I always thought that was her first record, but maybe not, because it would get picked up by this Guidon label out of Philadelphia. But this is really a hard record. I think I saw this. Craig Moyer had a test press with no label on it. It was like all white. There was nothing on it. But this is a request for John Engstrom. It means he can't find this record anywhere, or somebody has it, they just won't give him, the MP3 of it. But he's going to get it from Johnny G's show. So this is a request for listener John Engstrom. This gal had 5 releases on the Guidon record label. This was her first, and this is a song she wrote. Her name is Maxine Davis, and there's a girl group backing her up on this, from 1962. Here you go for John Engstrom, Maxine Davis. It's called Because I Love Him. This is on Guidon Records. Here you go, John, for you.
He told me he loved me. He told me he cared. And if I have a problem, I know he'll be there. He knows that I love him. He knows that I care. And if he have a problem, he knows I'll be there, because I love him. Love him most of all. And if he ever needs me, I'll fly, swim around, I'll get to him, because I know that he needs me more than ever before. And I'm gonna try and please him, 'cause I love that man so.
Okay, John, there you go. That's your missing link on Maxine Davis, with some a chorus in the background there. Girls in the Background, 1962. That's a song she wrote, her first release on the Guidon label. Because I Love Him is the name of the tune. Maxine Davis for John Engstrom. Johnny G added another bonus track because I really like this record a lot. as we head out to Los Angeles, California. This group first recording in 1959 as the Senders, okay, and also under different aliases, as George Mottola would often do with his groups and with his backing tracks. They recorded as the Swallows / the Guides on the Guidon record label, and they also recorded as this group, the Uptones. Okay, and this is on the Loot record label. This is their second release. Two great releases by this group on Loot. This tune written by Pat Vegas, okay, and he's an East LA singer. He was part of that duo Pat and Lolly Vegas. They do a great record called Don't You Remember, which is like 1964, but it sounds earlier. It's a cool tune they do. This record was number 50 on WIBG in Philadelphia. It features the great Carlton Beck on lead. A bonus track from December 1962. Here are the Uptones on the Loot label. It's called Be Mine. Here you go, a bonus track from Johnny G.
Be
I'm begging you, please be mine. Oh, be mine for the rest of my life. I can't help the way I feel inside. I'm begging you, please be mine. And oh, my life, I've been so alone. No one to call my own. So if by chance you should change your mind, you make my mind go wild. Be mine for the rest of my life. I can't help the way I feel inside. I'm begging you, please be mine. Please be mine. Please be mine, honey. Come on and please be mine. And oh, yeah, please be mine. Please, begging you to be mine.
Yeah, there's a bonus pick, folks. Listen, I'm telling you, I like that record a lot. I got like 3 copies of that record, a promo, a playable copy, and that copy, which I don't play. But I played it right now. The Uptones there, that's Carlton Beck. Carlton Beck on lead, their second release. Their first one's good too, folks. On the Loot record label, December 62, Be Mine is the name of the tune. Johnny G's asking you to be mine tonight on a Monday evening. I'll be back on Wednesday evening. You can be mine again on Wednesday evening, and then I'll be back next Saturday and Sunday for more of the Vinyl Treasure Show. So send me in your requests at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Let's fill a request now for listener Casey Hines. This group formed while enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps back in 1959 while they were stationed in Okinawa. They got together and they returned to the States, and they signed with Leo Rogers and Sid Archie's Bayfront label out of New York City. They recorded 2 for the label, and Casey requested their first. This features Tommy Stauch on lead from January 1962. Let's give a listen to The Emblems. The Emblems on Bayfront Records. It's called Would You Still Be Mine? Here you go, Casey Hines in Paris for you. The Emblem.
I had to.
Darn, folks. Sorry.
If I had to go away, tell me what would you say? Would you still be my girl? Would you still be my girl? Or would you be gone? When I return, would you be gone? If I left you all alone, would my love become unknown? Would you still be my girl? Would you still be my girl? Or would you be gone, gone, gone? I'll write you every day from any part of this world, and I'll never, 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 never forget that you're my girl. I want you to now. Pray for me, my dear, and I'll surely see you through. 'Cause I'm hoping that our love can stand this. Oh, would you cry for me? Could your poor heart stand this misery? Would you still be my girl? Would you still be my girl? Or would you be gone? When I return, would you be gone? Oh, baby, don't be gone. Don't be gone. Oh, baby, don't be gone.
That one there going out to Casey Hines in Paris. You know, the Copyright Police finally come out now. With 4 records to go, the Copyright Police come out. Well, that's a good thing, folks. That's because the more subscribers I get, the better it is. The AI police won't attack Johnny G. Well, listen, it's only one. It's just as long as I don't get multiples in a row. Then they'll block the video while I'm doing the show live. They'll say, please remove this song. No way. January 62, The Emblems there. That's Tommy Staunch on lead. It's on Bayfront Records. You are correct, Andy. Would You Still Be Mine is the name of the 2. Now, Tommy Staunch would go on to record as Tommy Van and the Echoes on the Academy record label in 1966. 4 more 45s to go. Here's a bonus track, a little pricey, this record, as we go back out to California. Where is Carmel? Does anybody know where Carmel on the Sea is? Well, I think that's where this label's from. Anybody out in California, can you tell me where Carmel, California is? I don't know my geography that well, but this group is called the VIPs, and I'm guessing this is not the same group that recorded for the Big Top record label, a different group. This group is out of Carmel, California. It came out in April of 1963. They're called the V.I.Ps, and the song is called Fall Guy, another bonus track by Johnny G.
I
Look at the fall guy. Ooh, fall guy. Just gotta cry. Watch him cry. I love your looks, I dig your style. I go for your crazy smile, but you don't know what I go through. This longing in my heart for you. Fall guy of love. I tried so hard to break the spell, but deep inside I know so well I'm just a slave to all your charms, and I long to hold you in my arms. Fall guy of love. I don't know just what to do. Oh, I'm so in love with you. And each time I see your face, oh, it scatters my light all over the place. I can't eat, I can't sleep, I just dream of my sweet. Don't let my dreams all be in vain. Don't let them call me by this name. Fall guy of love. Oh, oh, oh. Fall guy of love. Fall guy. Look at the fall guy. Ooh, fall guy. Just gotta cry. Watch him cry. Ooh, fall guy. Look at the fall
Yeah, that's out of California. That was this record. Okay, this record. There's not going to be anybody from the East Coast that's going to go all the way to California to record that. That is out of the pressed at the Monarch Pressing Plant in Los Angeles, California, and that's on Carmel Records. Now, I don't know. I guess it's it's always possible because I can't find anything about this group. I didn't research. Maybe I should have gone to the copyright files to look at the writers of the song. Possibly they could be members of the group or it could be somebody out there. That kind of gives you a hint because look, a lot of the people associated with a lot of these records, they're no longer with us. So trying to find a lot of the information is not that easy to do. But anyway, that is a bonus track there. The VIPs from April 63 on the Carmel label. Fall Guy. Johnny G ain't taking the fall here. I'm not doing that. But let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. We're going to fill a request now for David Fields, and he hosts the Vinyl Nostalgia site here on YouTube. And he requested another group out of Louisville, Kentucky. Big Dave Swinger should be very familiar with this group. This group, I should say, this song first released in it says on the Regal label originally, but they would sign with Fred Foster's Soundstage 7 Records, which was out of Nashville, Tennessee, and this was their second of 3 on the label. Now, the group members were, I'm trying to read this, okay? Gotta make it bigger because I can't see it with my cataracts. Okay, the group members were Jim Wells tenor, Bob Lang baritone, Louis Lang bass, and lead singer Mike Gibson. Collectively, they were known as the Monarchs, and they had a backing band that were backing them up on this. The musicians were Ernie Donnell on lead guitar, Lois Dusty Miller on bass, George Owen on keyboard, Richard Butch Snyder on percussion, and Leon Middleton on the wind instruments. Now, this song dates back to as done by the Four Escorts. They did this record first in 1956. But let's give a listen to this rendition from December of 1963. They are the Monarchs. The Monarchs on Soundstage 7 and their rendition of the tune Look Homeward Angel. Is going out to David Fields. Here you go, David, for you, the Monarchs. That one there, released in December of 63 on the Soundstage 7 record label there. That one there going out to David Fields. That's the sound of the Monarchs. The Monarchs, that is with Mike Gibson on lead, and a song entitled Look Homeward Angel. We're looking homeward now. 2 more 45s to go before we sign off here on the Vinyltreasure Show. One last bonus track, another record that Johnny G really, really likes. If you notice, I'm leaning a little bit to the California sounds here. Well, listen, I like all types of sounds here, but I like this record here. It's a bonus track as we head to Los Angeles, California. Let's go to Lou Bedell's Dore record label. Now, the lead singer of this group first sang with a group called The Wonders. Now, in September of 1962, they had a release on the Bamboo label. I have featured it here on the program, a song called Please Don't Cry. Then that December of 1962, they would record as the Splendors, okay, on the Jano label, Jano. They were doing a cover of that Alley Cats tune. You may know that song by the Alley Cats on the Phyllis label called Puddentane. Well, they did a cover of that. Now, the group would then change their name and become this group known as the Symbols. And they signed with Lou Bedell's Dore record label. Now, the group included James Williams, Charles Morrison, later of the Larks. He would later join the Larks. Richard Byrd, Leonard Green, and the lead singer on this, his name is Dan Donnell Thomas. Okay, Donnell Thomas, and then he kind of shortened it to Dan Thomas, who wrote this tune. Okay, this is produced by Bobby Sanders, arranged by Gene Page. And how many of you out there tuning into Johnny G remember where you were last year about this time? Because that's the title of the bonus track, March 63. Here are the Symbols on Dore Records. It's called Last Year About This Time. Here you go, a bonus track.
Last year, about this time, you put your lovely lips to mine and said we'd have a love forever. But I just knew it couldn't last. Oh, and now I'm living in the past. All I have is a mixed up world, destroyed by you, bad, bad girl. Friends and others tried to tell me that you were just for to show not love, but I didn't want to believe them. But now I know last year, about this time, you put your lovely lips to mine and said we'd have a love forever. Oh, I just knew it wouldn't last. No, 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 no. And now I'm living in the past.
Okay, folks, there you go. That is it's a bonus track by Johnny G, March 1963. Those are the Symbols with a S, Symbols with an S on Dore Records out of Los Angeles, California. That is with Dan Thomas on lead. He wrote the tune. It's called Last Year About This Time. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyltreasure Show on this special Monday edition. And if you are new to this program, just finding out about this show, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Plan on being back on Wednesday beginning at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube, also live on oldiesandmore.com. That's the streaming that I'm on. I'm on that show twice, on two of the shows. I'm not going to be on Thursday. I thought I would be able to swing it, but not enough time. Got to pull records out for the Soul Show on Wednesday. Then I'll be back on Saturday and Sunday. It's my Saturday, we call it the 1950s show. I usually stop around 1957, and if I get some carryovers, I'll carry them over to the Sunday show. So anyway, that's the deal. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. Charlene is my administrative assistant. She's way over in Texas. We communicate via emails and phone calls. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We're going to close the show tonight with a request for listener L.A. Arch. We head back up to Detroit, Michigan, although this singer was born in Scottsboro, Alabama, but he would relocate to Detroit at a young age. And he formed this group while in high school. They would sign with, well, the group was called the Diablos. They would sign with Devorah Brown's Fortune record label. They would end up with 21 releases, and I'm including him in the mix. That's the lead singer, Nolan Strong. And they were known as the Diablos. Now, their two biggest hits, I played, one was not too long ago. I played a song called The Wind from 1954, and the other one is sitting in, I think it's Ed Brown's box, Mind Over Matter. Ed, I have that for you if you're looking on the archive. But anyway, L.A. Arch requested his 17th release on Devorah Brown's Fortune record label, and this charted on what number? WLS, doesn't say. It doesn't say what it is. But anyway, from February 1964, our closer is Nolan Strong on the Fortune label. In parentheses, it says, "Yeah, baby." And then it's called It's Because of You. That is our closer tonight, going out to L.A. Arch, Nolan Strong from February 64. That's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the tunes. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about this program. Just want to say, everybody, so long. See you next time right here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Here you go, Arch, for you.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Hurt inside. And I know what's wrong with me. Ever since you left my side, this love won't set me free. My world has turned so blue. I don't know what to do. Yeah, baby. Oh, baby. Yeah, baby. It's because of you. I didn't think that I could fall, though I tried to resist. I'm alone with these four walls. I'm dreaming of your kiss. You're in love with someone else, and my heart is broken in two. Yeah, 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 baby. Oh, baby. Yeah, baby. It's because of you. Oh, because of you, honey. And if I die of heartbreak, 'cause you found someone new. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. It's because of you. I used to feel all right. Never worried about a thing. Now I don't sleep at night. Each night the blues I sing. And if I die of heartbreak, 'cause you found someone new. Yeah, 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 baby. Oh, baby. Yeah, baby. It's because